everybody. Archangel Michael asked me to jump on and to do this video today, and just to bring in a little bit of that support, that nurturing energy, and just for us to kind of land a little bit, because we're moving into the festive season and we're all really busy. The message I got strongly from the angels yesterday was just be in the moment. Stop rushing through your tasks. Just take your time. And for a lot of us, this year has been, extremely challenging. And then the challenges of coming together with our family, with loved ones, and maybe not being able to see our loved ones or family. So it brings up a lot. This time of year brings up a lot of emotions. And I remember my teacher in San Francisco saying to me, she was like, you think you're spiritual? Go and spend a week with your family. So we move back into that nucleus, which is our family. We slot into our roles again. So just be really, really mindful of that. And, Archangel Michael is a mighty archangel, and his name means he who is like God. So angels will take on whatever form that we feel comfortable with, whether male or female, and they're androgynous. They're not any sex, but they will take on a feminine or a masculine energy. And Archangel Michael has been with me my whole life. And Archangel Michael is for courage and strength. If you look at all the religions of the world, angels are mentioned in every religion. Even if you don't believe in angels, angels believe in you. And it's this higher intelligence that comes from source, that comes from the divine, to help us, to support us, to help us to remember who we are. We think that we have to do everything ourselves, and no, we don't. We have the support of the angelic realm and these light beings around us who support us, and we have the support of our ancestors. And our ancestors, they really gather around this time of year when the family comes together, and they want to be included in the celebration as well. So do remember that. There is a prayer that I use before I get into the car in the morning when I do my practice. And it is important every day to try and do a little practice, even if it's only 3 minutes or 5 minutes, just to ground yourself, because sometimes we wake up and we just jump out of bed and we think of all the things that we need to do, but just to pause, to hand that list over to Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, help me with that list. You've got free will. The angels can't intervene unless you ask them. They can intervene in life-endangering situations when your life contract is not supposed to end then. There's many stories of people being saved by people stepping in who are actually angels. So the prayer that I use is Archangel Michael above, Archangel Michael below, Archangel Michael to my right, Archangel Michael to my left, Archangel Michael wherever I go. And saying this prayer and having mantras. Have mantras in your toolbox, have them written by the side of your bed. Instead of waking up in the morning, checking your phone, say some mantras, peace in my mind, peace in my heart, peace in my fingertips, peace in my toes, peace all around me wherever I go, so you want to feel that peace in your heart. And we want to strengthen our nervous system, and it's really important to strengthen our nervous system. And stress or anxiety is not good for our nervous system. It weakens it. And so does a lot of sugar, caffeine, and alcohol, So this is the time of year where we have a tendency to overindulge. But just to check with yourself, Archangel Michael is saying, to check, if you're feeling hungry, drink a glass of water first. He's saying just really stay hydrated. And we're just going to do a little bit of angelic therapy now. So I'm going to get Archangel Michael to work with some of those addictions and to alleviate them as well, and to cut them with a sword. So place your hands on your knees and just take a few breaths. Inhale and exhale. And again, inhale. Big belly breath and exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. Really good. Now just sensing Archangel Michael coming in around you, okay? Just sense this energy, this light being coming in around you, placing his hands on your shoulders, and just breathe, okay? And just take a few breaths. Feel that support from Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael has a sword and he has a shield. And we're going to ask Archangel Michael, please place that shield in my stomach and in my back. And in your mind as well, you can just say, yes, please, Archangel Michael, for me too. And Archangel Michael places that shield in those sensitive areas, especially if you're really sensitive and you sometimes can pick up on other people's energies. You need to pull back your energy and just conserve your energy. So Archangel Michael is placing that shield in your back and in your front. And now I want you to imagine those addictions. Just sense those addictions on your lap. We can argue, our mind will argue with ourselves saying, oh, I deserve it. But if you suffer from anxiety, and it can heighten your anxiety, sugar and caffeine and an acidic diet, it can really have an adverse effect on the nervous system. So we want to just really strengthen this nervous system, especially for this festive period. So just sense whatever the representation, or just feeling or seeing, maybe a cup of coffee, maybe a chocolate cake, maybe a pint of beer or a glass of wine in front of you, or Prosecco. And it's lovely to celebrate. It's important to celebrate and to treat yourself, but sometimes we can overdo it. And just see those cords or webs from your body connecting to those addictions. And it's okay. I want you to be really kind to yourself to during this festive season, not to berate yourself or give yourself a hard time if you overindulge, but know that Archangel Michael is there supporting you and encouraging you. And just sense maybe those webs maybe are from, those cords are from your stomach or from your heart or from your mind, connected to those addictions, and just breathe into it. Sugar is connected to the sweetness of life. So that's why we reach for sugary things. We want that sweetness, or we think that caffeine will give us that false sense of energy, when in truth we have all the energy we need in our body, and just to utilize it through stretching, yoga, tai chi, whatever it is you do, and through breath work. And just breathe into it. I love my coffee as well, but I try and do at the moment every second day. And just breathe as Archangel Michael comes in with his sword, and just let him cut those cords and webs from wherever they're attached to your body, and just breathe. Excellent. Archangel Michael is placing a hand on your heart and on your stomach, and just let him pour that cobalt blue energy that is his into your belly and into your heart, and just feel his support. Archangel Michael works on the throat, and he's just working on your throat. So just breathe into your throat just for a moment. I can feel him working on my throat. So he's working on your throat as well. So just breathe, just breathe. Archangel Michael is in charge of the throat chakra, okay? We can speak our truth. And we have to be mindful of our words as we move into this festive season, especially if we overindulge or have a little bit too much of alcohol. We might say the wrong thing. So we're just mindful and just breathing as Archangel Michael clears that throat chakra. Take a big inhale and exhale. So affirmations are amazing. So another affirmation that you can say: all is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of the situation, only good will come. I am safe. And you can say them 3 times, because the power of 3, and you write down these affirmations and you have them by your bed, and you just say them. Yesterday the angels were giving out to me. They're like, calm down, just relax, just relax. Nothing is going to be perfect. We don't live in a perfect world. Our soul is perfect, but we live in an imperfect world. There'll be situations in the household where some adult will turn around and say, oh, but you never made that, but it's not the same without that. But that's their inner child, that's them speaking, so we have to be really, really mindful. And a way to cool down the system is through left nostril breathing. Okay, so we'll do a little bit of left nostril breathing, and just to ground ourselves a little bit. And you can do this over the festive period. And if you want more energy, you do right nostril breathing, but you want to calm the system. Okay, so you just bring your right hand and you block off that right nostril, and you just begin to breathe through that left. If the mind begins to wander, focus on the breath as it enters and exits through that left nostril. Let the belly expand. Keep going. Inhale. Hold the breath. Apply the lock. Squeeze the pelvic floor muscles. Flare under the ribs. Tuck the chin slightly back and down. And exhale. And just breathe. Hand to the knee. And in this space, you can really sense it now. You're just like, it's like a leveling out. I could really feel the energy shift in my stomach. But that we just take that time, guys. It's so important that we care for ourselves and use our practice, okay? And just breathe. We want to ask Archangel Michael, please place your cloak around us. And I want you to imagine his blue cobalt cloak going around you. And there's a hood, and he's got a big zip, and he's zipping it up. He's protecting you, okay? And just breathe. And Archangel Michael has got a sacred vacuum as well. And he's just going to vacuum with your permission. You say, yes, please, Archangel Michael. And he's going to vacuum you of any heaviness. And I want you to breathe as he does this. He places that sacred vacuum in your crown chakra. He switches it on. And he begins to vacuum away all that worry, all that stress, that tangled ball of energy in your mind, that upset, whatever it may be. Just lifting that denseness from your mind, from your third eye, and from your throat. Vacuuming any heaviness from your heart, any residue of sadness or grief. Let your heart open. Let yourself cry if you need to. Give yourself that permission. Those tears cleanse your soul. And vacuuming anything you're carrying on your shoulders. If you're holding anybody's problems, if you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, just let Archangel Michael take it from you. And let him vacuum your solar plexus all the way down to your stomach, all the way down to your knees and to your feet and to your fingertips. All you have to do is give him permission, okay? Breathing. Just want you to feel lighter. You can come back and do this video as many times as you need to over the festive period. Excellent. Just take a big inhale. This time out of the mouth, exhale. Let it go. Inhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. So one last thing Archangel Michael wants me to remind you of, okay? So in your dream time, that's when our consciousness, you know, this human part of ourselves, it leaves, you know, it's like, oh, we're not attached to these stories, you know, and we can do a lot of healing, and we can go to a lot of places in our dream time, and we can really use our dream time and utilize it to the best of its ability. So we can ask Archangel Michael to go to his etheric retreat. This is his energy center over the planet. It's over Banff, Canada. And you can be taken there in your dream time. And the prayer is, Archangel Michael, please take me to your etheric retreat over Banff, Canada in my dream time. Give me a healing or a teaching, whatever you see fit. Okay? And all the archangels have different energetic centers over the planet. And we can go to those energetic centers in our dream time. Yeah, so use that prayer. Ask Archangel Michael. Remember, you have got free will. You have to ask for help, you know, and really mind yourself, mind your energy. Get out into nature. Walk, be gentle with yourself, be gentle with your loved ones. Everybody's doing their best, especially after the year that they had. And if you're really struggling with something, just say, Archangel Michael, I can't handle this anymore. I just can't carry this. Please take this. Take it to the divine where all answers lie, okay? Knowing that you do not have to do everything yourself, okay? And I want you to feel one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And I just want you to feel that love from Archangel Michael as he places his wings around you, okay? He's holding you. He's reassuring you. He's telling you how precious you are. You are loved beyond words, beyond measure. Words can't even describe how much you are loved and how much you are needed. Breathe it in. Breathe in that love and that support. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Okay, guys, wishing you and yours the most amazing festive season. Be kind to yourself. Be gentle. Have realistic expectations and go easy and include the angels in your day-to-day. Lots of love. Mwah!